All right, so I just received my Niubility B14 electric bike. It came in a pretty heavy box, so you'll need at least 2 people to carry it, unless you're a really big person. But yeah, you don't want to pick this up by yourself normally. I'm gonna unbox it and then we'll take a look. Okay, you can see in here it's packed. It's pretty compact. And nicely rolled up. Everything seems to be in pretty good shape so far. And I'm gonna pull this thing out and we'll take another look. Okay, so now the bike basically came in 2 parts. We've got the full bike, which looks basically mostly assembled. Now we've got another package of contents and an instruction manual there. So I'm gonna take all this stuff off and see what else is behind the curtain. Okay, so the bike is basically all put together. This is as high as the seat goes. So you're not going to get the full extension with your legs that like a normal sized person, their legs have to be fully extended when they touch the bottom of the pedal. In this case, you're gonna have to get used to the fact that that's not gonna be the case, but most people I think are using this as a moped rather than driving it around and pedaling, although I guess there is going to be some pedaling. Quick facts about this bike supposedly gets up to 65 kilometers in distance on a single charge with the battery. And you can see right now it's charging right here. It's just, you plug into there and then the battery's already inside the bike and then it's plugged into the wall. The seat basically just sets right in, and you can adjust the tension here and then use the clip. And then basically this you have to be a little bit careful with when you're putting in because they make this just exactly the right size. Make sure that the curve is pointed out this way. And I have yet to figure out how to tighten this thing. This right here, once you do this, it still doesn't keep it in place. So I'm thinking I have to make some adjustments there. There's a kickstand in the back. It's not a very steady kickstand, so you're going to have to find another way to keep it steady. And of course you can park it in a normal bike parking post, but even then I wouldn't feel safe leaving this out because there is a chance that somebody will probably want to steal it. It is a very unique and cool looking bike, and here in Denmark, even knowing there are e-bikes, there are very few that actually look like this one, and this definitely looks like something that somebody might want to steal, so keep that in mind. I think it's fairly easy to fold. You just hit this flap there, you just pull it out, and then you can fold it in half and then take it wherever you need to go. And I would recommend that you take it indoors when you park it. The last thing is to just put the wheels on, or not the wheels, the pedals. And you can see here, there's an R for the right side, so make sure that you have that in. So I'm just gonna install these and tighten things up, and then take it for a spin after it's done charging. Okay, a few assembly notes before we take it for a spin. Number one, since I don't normally ride a bike, when you are tightening the pedal on the right side, you have to twist it to the right side, but when you're tightening the pedal on the left side, you have to twist it to the left side. That I didn't know, but I guess that's a really noob kind of observation for anybody who's not usually having a bike. Aside from that, the seat, to tighten the seat, you just need to tighten these bolts on both sides. And then one other thing, which I didn't realize, is that the this thing here is actually not for tightening. It's for this foldable handlebar, which basically once you loosen that, you can just pull this down. And you see what it reveals here is actually how you tighten the actual handlebar. So you have to have everything in line, and then you have to use the Allen wrench that came with it and just give it a couple of hard turns to the right, and then your steering should be in the right place. So, and as I said before, it's got one stand in the back, not very stable. It does fall over pretty easily. That's one thing that I'm not happy about. But I do like that you can just snap things into place. So I'm assuming that when you want to fold the bike up, you just have to pull this, pull that, fold it in half, fold the handlebar down, and then I guess you can quickly lower the seat, and then you're ready to take it indoors or wherever you need to take it. So I'm going to try that right now before we take it for a spin. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about the features of the bike as you watch me riding around on it. The first thing is that, and this is something that I didn't know when I got it, is that it actually offers 3 different modes of speed. And those can be accessed on the right-hand side of the handlebar. And you'll see there's a little M there, and you push that M and you can access either first, second, or third mode. And what that translates to is basically you can go either 15, 20, or 25 kilometers max on each mode. And so you can either start by pedaling the bike, or you can use the accelerator on the right-hand side of the handlebar. And either one will get you started, although it does, in the directions, recommend that you start out by using the pedals, because somehow that helps save the motor and keep it from wearing. Having said that, if you have the mode set at mode 3 and it's going 25 kilometers an hour, as soon as you start pedaling, you're going to get up to that speed pretty quickly. So you have to be very careful what mode you're in when you start pedaling around people. Otherwise, if you use the handlebar accelerator, you have a little bit more control over the acceleration speed. So that's something to keep in mind. The other thing is that the bike is actually very comfortable. The seat cushion itself is very comfortable, but it also has front and rear shock absorption. And the tires themselves are comfortable. So you can go over some bumps, and I think it's a pretty relaxing ride, especially if you have back issues. I think that this is a much more comfortable ride than you would get on a standard bike. The third thing is that the braking system is really, really good. It has both front and rear brakes, and it also has front and rear lights, and it has a horn. And those are all things that are really cool about the bike. It's made out of a really solid metal. You can see it's very well built. It's sturdy. It folds up pretty easily, so when you take it to work, you can easily store it under your desk if you want to. In terms of where you live, I have a small elevator. I don't have a full-size elevator, and the bike actually fits easily into the small elevator. So if you have to go up a number of stairs, you can just wheel it right into the elevator and take it up to your apartment, and that was a huge plus for me. But perhaps one of the best features is the fact that the bike will go, I think, as far as 65 kilometers on a single charge, which was a huge purchase point for me, because I wanted to be able to tootle around the city and not have to worry about suddenly having to bike home when I'm 50 kilometers away or something like that. So it's an excellent bike, I think, for commuting.
And I don't think that you need to go faster than 25 kilometers an hour. And, you know, there's rules about speed on electric bikes for a reason. So even though I have heard that there are things that you can do to make this bike go a little bit faster, up to 32 kilometers an hour or something like that, you really don't need to go faster than that. 25 kilometers an hour is more than enough to get you where you need to go. And you will not be falling behind any of the other people who are on normal bikes. You know, it's a good purchase. I highly recommend it. I will leave a link in the description to the website that I bought it from. It actually took only 6 days from the time I ordered it to reach Denmark from a warehouse in Poland. So I think that this company actually had a really good turnaround time. I highly recommend buying from this company. This is not a paid endorsement at all. I'm just a regular user who is just reviewing the bike for the sake of anyone else out there who's thinking about buying this. And that's it. If you have any questions, please leave a comment in the comment section, and I will try to answer it. Thanks a lot, and see you next time.